Alright guys, today we're going to be looking at some of the 1.21 snapshots and how they're stupid and amazing and stupid and dumb. So at the moment we're on 24W09A, which you might know is not the most recent one, but we're here for a reason, alright? So let me load into this world. Oh yeah, also, I don't know if you noticed, but you see how it was transparent? It's not just like a picture of dirt anymore. I don't know why their slimes, don't mind them. Anyways, so here's what it is. We all know like how much attack damage each one of these weapons do. Wood does 4. Whoops. Okay, nothing happened. Wood does 4, stone does 5, iron does 6, gold also does 4, and diamond does 7, and netherite does 8. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this iron sword, alright? So this is 6 attack damage. We're gonna spawn these two mobs. Now, with the 6 attack damage sword, chicken should die immediately every time. The chicken's only got 4 hearts, or no, 2 hearts but 4 hit points, so it just dies without critting it. With the 6 attack damage sword, the pig has 5 hearts or 10 hit points, so it should take 2 hits. As you can tell, it did not take 2 hits. Let me give you another example. Zombie has as much hearts as the player has, but for some reason takes an extra hit from, I don't know why. Because it's got, no, I don't even know how math works, but you get the point. Should not be taking that many hits. You got this guy. "13 hits with a 6 attack damage sword. And I know you're wondering, why is that? That doesn't make any sense. So why is it doing 6, not doing 6 attack damage? Well, if you look closely, so let me just put this up. Let me do this, alright? All of these is what they should do. But if I take the same netherite sword, this should one-hit the pig. No, it actually I don't know if it should actually, but it should 2-hit it at least. It did not. And why? Get out. Oh well, it works. Why did that take that long? Alright, now look at this. 4 attack damage. This is normal, alright? 4 attack damage. 4 attack damage, 4 attack damage, 4 attack damage, 4 attack damage, 4 attack damage. All the axes, 4 attack damage. Trident, 4 attack damage. They're all the same attack speed too. All this, 4 attack damage. Isn't this just absolutely phenomenal and amazing and great? So if you wanna have an actual 6 attack damage sword, you have to enchant it. And I did not choose the correct book. This should be sharpness 3. Anyways, you should have to enchant it. Now it's actually 6 attack damage. And you'll see 2 hits. Chicken still 1 hit. This should be 4. And this is going to be much faster. It wasn't that fast, but it was faster. You know. Alright. So that's kind of the rundown of how this works. So, you'll notice that these say components instead of MBT, which is just a new way of how they store data now. But if I were to it'll still say MBT when I Control-Shift-Click command block or whatever, but that's just the way it displays it. It's actually components. See down there it says components. So, if I were to press this button, alright, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. If I were to press this button, I just forgot what right click was. You see there's something clearly wrong with the sword, alright? It's done for. It is donezo. But if I were to go find this, you know what, I'm just gonna kill the pig. But watch this. Now the sword, previously broken, is now completely fixed. Like it doesn't even take damage anymore. So now you're thinking, oh hey, that's just an infinite sword. Like, what are you gonna do? But what if I wanted to log out of the world? Instant crash. And then when we go to load back into the world, the sword is gone, and the world has reset. You see it? I'm pretty sure it was night. It's not night anymore. The world has reset to before we got the sword. So you do that with armor or anything, it just completely breaks the game, and it's really funny. But now we're gonna move on to the rest of the update. But I just thought this was a cool thing to do. Alright, now you can see I'm on the most recent snapshot, 24W10A, and when we go to this world that I named Not Stupid, for reasons that you're about to see, we have set up a little area here of all the new stuff. But the first thing I would like to showcase to you is that whole combat thing. Yeah, it was a lie. It's back to normal now. Everything's as it should be. It was just a really strange bug in that one snapshot, and I believed it for a second actually. I watched a Phoenix XC video on it, and I completely thought it wasn't a bug until I looked it up and I realized it was a bug, and I was like, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna start here with the wind charges. Now this is one of the super cool things, in my opinion. It does kind of make it feel modded, however, I feel like it's better. Let me go into survival mode. So, hey, why are you burning to death? I'm gonna have to, okay, I'll just fix that later. Anyways, so these wind charges, alright, you can throw them, and you can blow away mobs. If you hit up near a mob, it just kind of knocks them back. Can you stay still? Look at that, it's crazy. And if you jump and do it, you can like jump super high. But if you jump and right click this at the exact same time, not like that, you can jump like 8 blocks, there we go. And just running across trees with this thing is super entertaining, and I can do it for hours. And you can also clutch with it like that. It's insane. So if I go up here, each of these segments are 2 blocks, and that guy died. And so if I can hit this correctly, I'm not very good at it. We'll get this eventually. Oh yeah, there we go. We hit about 8 blocks. So if I like, boom, that's about 7-8 blocks. That's 8 blocks right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we landed like around right here. So it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. And while we're on the topic of wind charges, it can do redstone things, like it can press buttons. It can open trap doors. It can do all sorts of crazy things that I don't even. It's very useful. It's not the most useful in redstone unless you like do some weird mechanics or something. Either way, it's still super cool. Second thing we're gonna go over is wolves. Wolves are a huge part of this update. As you know, the armadillo. I completely forgot to get the armadillo out. Anyways, as I was saying, you get a brush and you can just right click it, and you just in creative mode you can do this like infinitely. Obviously in survival it's limited, but you right click it, you get scutes, and then you can craft that into, I don't have a crafting table. You can craft that into wolf armor, like just like that, and you throw it on the wolf. Now I'm sorry for what you're about to see, but in order for me to do this I need to test this. Alright, so in this update they gave wolves more health, and they gave their armor more armor, you know? So both these wolves are fully healed. So first I'm gonna kill this guy. About 7-8 hits. Now I'm gonna kill this guy without crit. Takes much longer. So the wolf armor is actually very viable. The wolf armor is actually a really good thing if you're gonna take wolves out to fight with you. But yeah, really cool thing. Alright, next thing I want to show you is the wolves themselves. Alright, so this is obviously the wolf you see all the time. since 2011, I think it was. That's how long this wolf has been around. But now we got 8 more variants. This is the snowy wolf, and it spawns in the Grove biome. I didn't spawn it in the Grove biome. Come on. Where's the biome? It'll be here somewhere. Wow, this is a really small biome. Anyways, if we were to spawn it right here, snowy wolf. Can you look at me, please? Hey! Look at him, they're so cute. And then the eyes change, so they're adorable. So that's the snowy wolf. Let's go back. Let's head to, this is the striped wolf, which spawns in a wooded badlands biome. A lot of these are like really rare biomes, and I'm not entirely sure why. This guy looks like he has armor on, I'm not even gonna lie, but he looks super cool. Or he. Instant. Let's go. Yeah, very, very adorable. This is the spotted wolf, which spawns in the Savannah Plateau. I don't know why I had to fall that far. Okay. Look at this guy. Don't you just want to like cuddle up with him? Look at him. Look at him. I like the new wolf variants. I thought I wouldn't like it at first because it just felt not Minecraft, but I think Minecraft's been needing new wolf variants for a long time. I can't click. Okay. This is the rusty wolf, which spawns in the sparse jungle biome. Again, a lot of these are very, very rare biomes. I like this one. This one's cool. This one looks like a chocolate and caramel. Looks like a Reese cup. That's what I'll be naming this. Alright. And all of these can spawn naturally, by the way. You don't have to bring a wolf or breed them there. They spawn naturally. They spawn differently depending on like what type of wolf they are, but I'm not going to go into that in order to keep this a little shorter. Anyways, this is the chestnut wolf, which spawns in an old grove spruce taiga. Why are there so weird biomes? And why am I falling to the end of the universe? What is this? Anyways. Boom. I like these guys too. Oh yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Alright. Those are those. We got the black wolves that spawn in the old growth pine taiga biome. I like these guys too. Sleek. Ah yeah, hello. Alright. And then 2 left, and this is the woods wolf, which is the most common one because it spawns in the forest biome. Which, as the sign states, is literally right behind me. There might already be a couple here, but for the sake of time, look at these guys. They're kind of a lot like the other ones that are called Reese Cups, but they're different, and they kind of look like oak. Look, here, compare them. They kind of look like oak, you know? Anyways, they're very cute also. This wolf's gonna destroy some sheep. I'm just waiting to see freaking mutton on the ground. Alright. For the last one that we're gonna go, the ashen wolf, which spawns in snowy taiga biome. Look at him. It's just a gray puppy. It looks like a husky, kind of, I think. I don't know. But yes. Oh my gosh. Alright, there you go. Very cute dogs, wolves, whatever you want to call them. So you can finally have a good reason to have 9 different dogs in your house without having all of them to be the same one. It's finally viable. Oh, there's a normal one too. Alright, so the next thing we're going to go over is some of the redstone components. We already went over that, which is technically a redstone component, but this, the copper bulb. So this thing is crazy. There's 4 different ones. This one releases a light level of 15 when it's on, and each one of these releases a lower light level depending on how weathered, oxidized it is, or whatever. But basically, this made it to where you can make T flip-flops so much smaller. It's just this. I'll be quoting Mumbo Jumbo here. He said everyone has to refer to it as the cop flop. So, boom. This is the cop flop. It does exactly what you think it does. It's just a T flip-flop, but in a much smaller area. Does the exact same thing, but I think it's super cool that it's in a small area. And another big change is the auto crafter. Now, one thing about the auto crafter and the copper bulb, originally when they were released, that was crazy. How do they do that? Originally when they were released, they were at like 0 tick speed when they like crafted or were on and off, which was a lot better for redstone. But then they changed it to 1 tick, I think, or it might be 1 to 2, I don't remember. But anyways, they made it slower. But basically what this little guy does is he spits out blocks from the front. Let's see if I can give you an example. He spits out blocks from the front, and what you do on the UI, say if I want to make some iron nuggets, obviously it's pretty easy to make iron nuggets. I can disable all of these slots or enable them depending on how I wanted to, and it just kind of spits items out like that. Now, if I wanted to do it, I'm not getting too technical here. If you wanna know how to watch, how to like do this thing, watch Mumbo, any redstone YouTuber. Mumbo is really good. I don't know how he does things, but yeah. So another thing about it, you can't constantly activate it. See here, I have these 2 observers, which just constantly do it. So if I turn this on, you see that it's constantly pulsing. So I've got some iron here. I've already shown you an example, but if I unlock the hopper, it'll just immediately start spitting iron out way too fast for the hoppers to handle it. Which there's a solution for this, but again, I didn't go too technical. Now at the same time, if I wanted to make that into iron blocks, I would have to. There's a way to do it with a comparator, where you can sense when it has enough in it, and it also like stacks, and it'll automatically make one. But again, I did not go too technical in it. But just turn that on, boom, it's making iron blocks, and now it's making iron nuggets. But yeah, it's pretty technical. It's really fun to mess with. And then let's say, now here's the more complicated part. Alright, so if I want to make an iron pickaxe, I got 3 iron right here, 2 sticks right here. So for the 3 iron, what I can do is I can disable this, alright, unlock it. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. So we disable this and unlock it, and it puts 3 iron in there. Now, since that's locked again, we can undisable these or enable them. Unlock this, boom, now it's ready to craft some pickaxes. So I do that, and we got a pickaxe. It's pretty sweet. It can be used for all sorts of things. All sorts of crafting things like dispensers. It's just really complicated. But it is a super cool component. And so the final thing I would like to cover today is the trial chambers and this guy. So this guy is the Bogged. Essentially, it's just another skeleton clone. Like, we got Skeleton, then we got the Stray. But you know how the Stray shoots slowness arrows, right? This guy shoots poison arrows, and you can see when I kill him, well, he'll drop bones, arrows, and poison arrows. I didn't get any poison arrows that time. But that's basically him. I think he spawns here, or in the swamp. I think it's the swamp, actually. Anyways, let's go to the trial chambers. But anyways, I found it. So if you're in a cave like I am here, and it'll sometimes spawn exposed like this using these tough bricks and copper and these things. These things are super cool. I like all the copper and tough like decoration stuff they added. But basically, so I'm gonna turn myself to survival mode. I'm gonna suit up and I'm gonna go in, and this is gonna be one of the first times me actually like, I don't have a shield. Oh well, like exploring this. So we're gonna learn together. But essentially, you'll find it here. You'll go in some way, one way or another, and you can see I'm already getting attacked by something. And it sounds like a breeze. So if you don't know what a breeze is, it's another new mob that they introduced that drops the wind charges that we talked about earlier. Let's see, some loot, got a wooden axe, and more arrows. That's kind of sick. You know what? Another thing we can do, you can do that to make it brighter. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's actually kind of cool. There's a lot of new stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. See, up here, this is pretty cool. I thought this was cool. So this is one of those little loot things, alright? You need a key to get it. this is like displaying what kind of loot you can get from it. So I thought that was cool, and it turns off if you go away, like that. So if I go down here, I should have got a water bucket. What am I doing? There's a slime. There's all sorts of stuff in here. None of it spawned when I was in creative mode, which is probably good. Ooh, a Fortune 3 iron axe? That's crazy. More tough. There's a lot of loot in here. So this is one of those spawners. I'm not entirely sure what to do here, but I'm 90% sure if, because I didn't look at much of anything before doing this. But I looked at a bit, and I'm pretty sure you just have to defeat all of them. But it's just like any sort of like modded dungeon, but it's like actually in the game. There's also pots which can hold stuff, which I think is super cool. It's just like Legend of Zelda, you know, picking up stuff and breaking it, except you're just breaking it. I think it's cool. What's this? Regeneration potion? Arrows of poison. Pretty cool. So we're just gonna see all that we can find. I can hear the breezes, I think. Oh, no, there's the bog. I should have brought a shield. Okay, let me get my axe out. Oh, they're aggro on each other, just like other skeletons. So this isn't the breeze then, this is the bog. So this is what the bog sounds like. Interesting. Can you like die anymore? So that's like the mob, just like any other spawner. There's one down there. Hello. What does this do? Oh, this dispenses fire charges. Interesting. There's another one of those things right there that you need a trial key for. I have not gotten one yet. I managed to get an ender pearl. Where did I get an ender pearl from? Oh, this is... So, breezes do spawn here. Okay, so this is what these dispensers are for. So if it hits near and it hits one of these buttons, it can, like, just do that. These mobs, I think, are super cool. And it just kind of toggles them off and on, just like this. If it shoots this button again, it'll turn off. Boom, just like that. We gotta find it. Where it is? There it is. Oh, it's so fast. Oh, it launched me. Where did you go? As you can see, this is a really stupid fight. I'm also getting like random loot from these, from like, I guess, defeating all the mobs. Like I have an ender pearl, and I'm not entirely sure where I got that from. There you are. So they're not really doing too much damage. Did that arrow do nothing? I guess I can't shoot it. It's like a blaze, but it shoots freaking wind charges. So I'm pretty sure they drop anywhere from, let's see, 4 to like 6, I think. Let's see if this arrow does anything. Nope, it just deflects off, and I still got the thing before. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna... Whoa! Oh, I'm bad at parkour. Okay. That's fine. Oh, hi. What we're gonna do is do that, so no more water. I hate water. Hello! Where is this breeze? There it is. Your water's gone. You're mine now. Let me get the axe out. No running from me. Any others? Stick! Okay, look at this. Alright, we just got a trial key, alright? So this just pops out of here. And I can't, okay. So, this trial key, with this thing, we should be able to open, this. Alright, so we can unlock that, and it just spits stuff out. Not very much stuff, though, but stuff nonetheless. It is pretty cool. It's just like a dungeons. I don't know how common these are, but I found one pretty quickly. Just running around in spectator mode. Oh, and another one too. I can't PvP. These are just skeletons with aimbot 2.0. What is this? So we can open this guy. Let's see what we get from this. Oh, we got 3 items this time. Let's see, that's actually not bad. Pants. Mending book. Okay, that's really good. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to talk about in this update that I don't like because of things, alright? So, the reason I got so excited about the mini book, you might say, well, you can just reset villagers until you get one, then you can like decrease the price and do all that. Well, you used to be able to. I think you can still zombify them and decrease the price, but I think you can only do it once. And I'm also pretty sure now you can't, there's no more just finding any trade anywhere you want. They're actually biome specific now. Yeah, I have no idea where I am, but these trial chambers are super cool. Okay, this is the seed. If y'all want to do this, it's actually a super cool seed. There's a pillager outfits over there. There's a village somewhere over there. Cherry biome. It got everything. Alright, well, that's about it. I don't have a great example of the villager thing I mentioned, so I'll link a video down below explaining that kind of stuff. But I'll just summarize it for you if you don't care to watch anything else. Essentially, one major gripe I have with it is that they made it to where you can still get mending books, but it's like the final trade, and it's like in a jungle villager of all villagers. So you legit have to take villagers there and breed them to get a jungle villager, or you get super lucky and find a village that's like intersecting with the jungle, and then you can get that kind of book. And some books are specific. You can't get level 5 books. I don't know if they changed any of this, but I'll find it in the video and I'll link it down in the description. But yeah, a lot of stuff's changing. Some for the better, some for the worse, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this little intro to 1.21. That's it. Yeah, 1.21. That's crazy. There's one of those wolves. Alright, and I will see y'all later. Didn't this video just blow you away?